All right, so let's talk about sexism. A lot of you are extremely sexist. I'm going to pretend that you're not. I know a lot of men who are sexist. I know a lot of women who are sexist. I know a lot of men who blame women for all their problems, and a lot of women who blame men for all their problems. I haven't been on so much for the last week or so. Been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Now, there's a lot of women I know who are straight up drug addicts, straight up. And when they do something fucked up to another human being, it's somehow magically justified because of their genitalia. It's like saying that it's all right for a black man to beat on a white man because of the color of his skin. Well, he's white, it should be okay. No, it shouldn't be. I see, I don't fight for your rights to have mine taken away. I don't defend Native Americans just for Native Americans. I don't defend black people just for black people. I defend our rights under the Constitution. Those rights, they shouldn't depend on the color of your skin, shouldn't depend on your genitalia. Now, there's a woman that I've known for over 20 years now. Got a post up from her on Facebook here. Let me read it to you. Now, mind you, let me give you the history of this woman first. She has been addicted to meth for about 15 years and likes to talk about the Jesus a lot. I don't know what it is with addicts always trying to incite the name of Jesus. Oh, yeah, because then you can dupe some people. Oh, them Christians will help me. I'm a Christian. Hmm. This woman got her kid taken away because she couldn't stay off the drugs. She still can't stay off the drugs. So she posts this up. It says, ignoring her is only teaching her to live without you. Men be thinking she's suffering the whole time she's adjusting. Well, first of all, this is a white girl. Trying to throw Ebonics in there won't change your genetic heritage. I get it. I really do. In her mind, this isn't sexist or racist. Men be thinking, men be thinking. Well, that's both sexist and racist. Meanwhile, she's the one who chose to do the drugs. She's the one who chooses to blame men. Now, there's a lot more on here where people are straight up man bashing. But most of these people are strung out on drugs, and mostly women. It's mostly women that I know who are strung out on heroin. It's mostly women that I know who are strung out on methamphetamine. That's not to say that I don't know any men who are in that situation. But we treat men and women differently. The four biggest things that we treat people differently based on religion is number one. Then we got nationalism. You're a different religion than me, so you're a bad person. You come from a different country than me, then you must be a lazy person. Then we got sexism. You have different genitalia than me, so you should have different rights. I get to hear all the time from women about how terrible it is that women get paid less than men. On what scale? When I was cleaning Cabela's corporate office, I got paid less than almost everybody who worked there because Janet didn't feel that she had to pay me an acceptable wage. I wasn't going to fight for it. I was just glad to have a fucking job. Well, you guys have it cut and dry. Like every man out there makes $150,000 a year, and every woman out there makes $12,000 a year, and they're all doing the same job. Women are getting paid $12 an hour for construction jobs that men are getting paid $200 to $300 an hour for, right? Is that what you're trying to insinuate? Not even fucking close. Now, then there's the fact that, well, hiring practices. Hiring practices have a lot to do with looks and money. Now, these are the two most important things in the United States, looks and money. What do rich people spend their money on? Pretty things, getting more money. Meanwhile, whenever something happens bad in a woman's life because she made bad decisions, it's the men's fault. It's always the men's fault. And if she's on drugs, you know for damn sure she has it in her to go accusing you of things that you didn't do. If she's pretty, she might have a lot of friends who will join in. If she's female, it's automatically your fault anyway, now isn't it? Because you have a penis. When I speak out, I'm some sort of a terrible person, like I'm some sort of a sexist person for wanting equality. I don't get treated as well as most of the women that I know. I don't get treated as well as most of the men that I know. Then again, I don't have money. I don't have looks. And I don't have a vagina. Now, a lot of you guys, you want to be angry when I say women this and women that. I get it. I understand why you're pissed off. That's why I did it. You're allowed to get butthurt, but I'm not. You're allowed to be angry, but I'm not. You're allowed to assault me, but I'm not even allowed to defend myself. Yeah, fuck this goddamn country. Ain't nothing here for me. What, a bunch of bullshit? A bunch of goddamn liars? A bunch of fucking druggies? Fuck this goddamn country. Fuck all the goddamn druggies in it. If you can't function without your fucking drugs, then you have the problem. You want to go taking it out on your ex because he booted your ass because you wouldn't get off the fucking drugs. Your ex cares more about your kids than you do. But you want that control. You want the money from the government for having those kids. So you go slandering up this poor man's name, saying he did this, he did that. And it's mostly addicts who do this. It's mostly female addicts. See, that's what we teach them. That's what we teach girls in the United States. You didn't get what you want, just lie. Just slander a man's name and it'll be fine. People will do terrible things to that man because you lied. But it's okay because you're female and you're pretty. Oh, you poor thing, you're on drugs, you need rehab. Only if you're pretty. Or have money. You go to the Betty Ford clinic if you're rich. But if not, If you're a poor male, people don't want you in rehab. They want you locked the fuck up. You're not a human being to this society. If the same things that happened to me and Natalie, these things that happened to both of us, you get to see how both of us were treated differently. Completely differently. You get to see how when she lied, I was actually harmed. But for telling the truth, I got harmed even further. I was harmed repeatedly for telling the truth. Fuck your goddamn country. Fuck the president. Fuck the police. Fuck the volunteers. And fuck you.